Hey everybody, it's Jenny, and today I have the Museum of Ice Cream and Sephora collection to show to you guys. I purchased all of the items except for the falsies because I don't really wear falsies, so why buy them? Let me go ahead and show you what I picked up. So this one is the Museum of Ice Cream eyeshadow palette. As you can see, it looks like an ice cream bar. If we open it up, we see all the different colors. There are a total of 5 mattes, and the rest of them are shimmers with a more of a satin style finish eyeshadow over there. I don't yet know what eyeshadow look I'm going to do yet, so I'm going to put this off to the side and show you some of the other items. This is the face palette. It looks like an ice cream sandwich. There's 2 layers to it. The first layer is more of a pinky blush and pinky based highlighter with a, looks more like a coolish pink toned bronzer or something. It's really shiny and shimmery. And then the bottom layer is more of a warm tone. It's got the goldish highlighter, a peach tone blush, and then again this one looks like satin, so I'm assuming it's a satin finished bronzer. And then we have the brushes over here. They're cute, but they kind of feel like a lot of the different holiday set brushes that are not too expensive, like the Soho brushes or the Wet n Wild brushes. I mean, I'll try them out and see how they perform, but I don't think I'm going to do my whole look with these. And that brush set comes with this cute little clutch here. There's not a lot of space in here. You could probably store the brushes, but in terms of whether or not you could use this as a handbag or something like that, probably not, because all your stuff would just fall out. Finally, we have the charm bracelet. I kept it in the plastic case because I wanted to show you guys the presentation of this. It's really nice and fancy. It makes it look very, very high quality. This is what the bracelet looks like outside of the plastic case. The quality of it reminds me a lot of the Moschino necklace that I was wearing in one of my previous videos. It has 3 lip gloss container charms on here. It has a scent to it. It smells like chocolate ice cream. This one reminds me of strawberry pocky. And that one doesn't have a very strong scent to it. I can't really tell if that's moisturizing or not. It reminds me of the little lip glosses that one used to be able to get from Claire's. But the bracelet's cute. Now that I've shown you the products I've purchased from this collection, let's prime the eyes and I'll get to demoing this palette. That bright orange and that hot pink are speaking to me right now, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing with this entire look, but I'm going to go in with the orange first, see how that performs, and then possibly go in with the pink. We'll see. I'm pressing this one in to make it so the color is very vibrant, and then I'll blend it out after that. So far, I'm really liking that. So let's go ahead and blend that out with the pink and see if that actually works or not. I used a very light hand to deposit a little bit of color and blend out that orange, but I did get a little bit of fallout, so just be aware that there will be a little bit of fallout when using these mattes. But the pigmentation's there. I wasn't sure if I wanted to play with the purples or the blues at first, but I'm gonna go with the blues. And I'm going to try out these brushes just to see how they work. And if they aren't performing the way I want them to, I'm going to switch over to my Sigma brushes. The first color I'm going to go into is this bottom one right here. Not a lot is coming onto this brush or even off of this brush, so I'm going to go and switch over to my Sigma. That's a pretty hard shadow, so I'm gonna just apply it again dry on the other side and then go over that again with some Fix Plus, see if that helps. But So far, I'm not so sure about that eyeshadow. All right, that's much better. Now I just have to do the same on the other side. I'm going to go in with this shade now using a Sigma brush after last time's results. I'm having the same issue I had with the other shadow. It's not a very soft eyeshadow, so again, applying it dry on the other side, then I'm going to go over it with Fix Plus. Finally, I'm going in with this icy blue color on the inner portion of my lid. That shade's better, but not good enough. I'm going to apply my foundation, do my brows, add mascara. When I come back, I forgot to mention I also purchased the lip set. I will be demoing one of these, as well as the face palette. I'm going to apply this purple shade onto the lower lash line and some more of that blue shade into the inner corner. I'm not exactly sure which brush is which. I'm assuming this one is a sculpting brush, this one is the blush brush, and this is the blending brush. I'm going to first go in with this bronzer shade, then go in with the pink blush, and finish it off with that frosted pink highlight. I don't normally bronze or contour, so this is a little scary for me. But for the sake of a full review, I'm doing it. Thankfully, for me anyway, maybe not for anybody who really loves bronzer, it doesn't seem to be showing up too dark or too orange, and it's not terribly noticeable in person. Let's try the other side. Going in with the blush now. Oh. Okay, so this brush does work, and that's pretty vibrant. Let's just go with that on the other side. Let's top that off with some of that frosted pink highlight. Yeah! Okay, I love that pink highlight. We're just going all out tonight. Might as well. Whatever's left on the brush, put it to the brow bones. Okay, since I feel so 80s inspired, we're going with the orange lip color. It doesn't have a particular ice cream scent to it at all. For being a liquid lip, it's very moisturizing. We'll have to see how it actually dries down though. I'm going to show you some brush swatches from the palette and then come back to give you my final thoughts. The Dream Team Pigment palette does not have any names on it, so I will be going from top to bottom and left to right. The first shade is that white shade in the upper left-hand corner. Then we have the first brown shimmer. And the last color in that row is that bright orange. I love that orange. The first in that second row is this pink color. One more time to see if I can get any color payoff. Next to that we have that plum purple color. Gonna build that one up. Then we have the second purple, You'll want to use a glitter glue and probably a setting spray with this shade. It is one of the shades I had trouble working with, but I didn't use a glitter glue base on my lids, so keep that in mind. And the last one in that row is that hot pink shade. I have to say the mattes in this palette are very, very nice. I only wish that the shimmers could compare. Here is that light blue shade. Another shade you want to use glitter glue and setting spray, one or the other or both. There's that dark blue shade. This is the last blue shimmer. Again, setting spray. And finally, the blue. That blue matte. And that's how those brush swatches look. At least the attempt at brush swatches of some glitter shades. First and foremost, the eyeshadow palette. I love the mattes in here. They were extremely pigmented. They blended out well. They were colorful, and I love colorful matte eyeshadows. The shimmer shadows, on the other hand, did not work dry. They definitely didn't work with these two eyeshadow brushes that came with the brush set. Unless you personally prefer to use your fingers and prefer to foil your eyeshadows, you're not going to really like these shimmer shadows. I can deal with that because I liked the payoff after using Fix Plus, but it's not my preferred method of applying these shimmer shadows. As for the face brushes right here, out of all of them, I think that the blending brush performed the best. However, it really just comes down to a cute factor more than anything else with these brushes. The face palette, on the other hand, I wasn't really into the bronzer, probably because I'm so pale. It looked kind of orange on me. Thankfully, the brush that I used wasn't that great, so it wasn't super pigmented on me. Otherwise, it would have been a mess and would not have looked very good at all. The blush in here, I like the color. It turned out a little 80s. I kind of ended up applying a little more than I anticipated, and the highlight is really nice. As for the bottom colors, I probably want to test these out on somebody of a deeper skin tone than myself, because I know that these colors, except for the blush right here, are not gonna look that great on me. As for the lip colors, the shade Creamsicle applied very nicely. It's still not super drying or anything. Feels very moisturizing, and I really, really love that, and I can't wait to try the other colors that came in the set. Lastly, but certainly not least, the bracelet. It's more of a gimmick, the little lip glosses that are in here, but the bracelet's cute. So if there's anything in the collection that you wanted, and it wasn't something that had to be makeup related, but more maybe something that could be a keepsake, I think that the bracelet is the best of them, followed by the liquid lips. And then after that, the eyeshadow palette, if you can get over the fact that there's the need to use Fix Plus, and the face palette is also pretty good, unless, like me, you're fair or maybe you're a cool tone person. The bronzers are not going to really work for you at all. Hopefully this helped you out. Until next time,